Hello, 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 everyone. Hello, hello. I am just chilling until it's time for me to go. Um, just decided just to get up here for a few minutes just to pass some time. I'm trying to let a good 30 minutes go past me before I clock out of work and go get ready for this girls' night that we're about to have. Hey Joshua, how you doing? Yeah, you were first. How are you? How's your day going? I actually got up here for two reasons, to be honest with you. One, I was trying to pass some time by, and then for two, I wanted to see if anyone had actually watched this series on Netflix about the Amy. I think her name was Bollinger or Baninger or something like that. But she's the girl that went missing on a cruise ship in 1998. Um, I started watching some of it before I left home earlier, and I just want to know who else has watched it to where they can give me their opinion on it. Let me turn some light on because I'm already dark, so you know maybe you can see me better like this. It's just so hot for lights. It's just too hot for lights. So let me see. Mm, that's better. So and then like I said, I'm about to go to this have this girls' night, the sip and paint with my girls. All of us need it. But yeah, I wanted to see whom's has watched the special on Netflix, the Amy. Thanks, C bro, for the subscribe. Hello, Nevia, Auntie. Hello, how are you? Oh, you're from India. Well, hey, how are you? I had a niece named India, but we lost her, so beautiful name. But I wanted to see if anyone had watched or had started watching the series on Netflix about the girl that went missing on the cruise ship in '98. I think her name is Amy Bodinger or something like that. Boniger. It's something like that. You speak English or are you telling me to speak English? Because I'm speaking very fluent English. Hello, hey, how are you? Hey, ready, ready. But yeah, I wanted to see if anyone had actually watched that series on Netflix. Lots of blessings to you, Philip from the Caribbean islands. Hi, I am autism. My face is, you guys can't see my face. Can't see my face. Sorry. What is that? Sorry. Go. Is that what that means? I mean, are you speaking a different language? Don't come on here with that. I'm trying to tell you that now. Don't. Do not come on here with that. I love everyone. Love you too. Okay, but anyway, like I was saying, has anyone watched the series on Netflix about the girl that went missing on the cruise ship in '98? I think her name is Amy something, but I can't remember what the last name is. Bollinger, Bodenhammer, or something like that. That was the girl's name. But I started watching it and I got up to episode 3. That was the furthest that I got. Um, so far, from what I have gotten from the show and from the series, um, it seemed like I vaguely remember when all of this happened in '98. And it could be, I don't know, it could be why I've always been against going on cruises. because there's so much to go on cruises. And during the time back in the day, of course, just like they were saying, there was no social media or anything of that nature. So they didn't have a lot of technology as far as cameras to show each angle and that type of thing and all of that. And also wanted to know you guys' views on cruises. How do you guys feel about cruises? Have you ever been on one? Do you feel safe when you're on a cruise? Because personally, I have never been on one because I just don't like being out in all of that body of water. I just don't. I don't trust it. Makes me think of the Titanic, and Rose could have sure shared that door. And people are just selfish. Hey, grab your camper for a lumber. Honey, I don't know. But anyway, but like I said, as far as the cruise and stuff is concerned, I've never been that crazy about everything. Hey, big man boss, I've never been that crazy about cruises only because, like I said, it makes me think of the Titanic. People are selfish, and Rose could have sure shared the door. She could have got in the water a little bit, and she could have let him get on the door for a little bit. You get what I'm saying? Let him hold her up. But she didn't have to let that man freeze in that water. So I don't trust people around all this water and all of that. So that's another thing. For two, it's so many people on the cruises until you'll get lost. You don't know where you are. A lot of people that they actually hire for these cruises that's on the cruise ships and these type of places, they are from all over. They're from all over. You have more crew workers than you actually have. They don't have police on there. They don't have, you're out of jurisdiction. So it's like you're in your own little world. And regardless, the and we'll let the lady live. I mean, I commend you on that. You get what I'm saying? I commend you on that. But I still feel like that Rose could have shared that door. I'm being honest with you. But that's the woman he loved, and he died for the woman that he loved. I totally get all of that. But like I said, the series that's on Netflix, it's called The Missing of Amy Bollinger, or whatever it is. So, but the girl, they showed it from the beginning of it. When it comes on, it shows how they started the cruise. They went on the cruise. They started taking pictures, all this type of thing. It shows how her and her brother went out that night, went to the bar, went to the club upstairs, and she was dancing with this guy that was a guitar player. He was on the band for the boat, and he was the last person they he was the last person that people saw her with. So apparently he doesn't know anything, but now they started having all of these sightings of this girl, and they're trying to say that it's not the girl. Well, from just what I have seen, the father woke up, saw the girl, saw his daughter on the balcony, saw her feet and stuff moving. He turned around, he said he turned over, he went back to sleep. He woke up. He said something woke him up. He don't know what it was. It was a little after 6, but something woke him up, and he happened to look, and she was no longer on the balcony. So he figured maybe she had gotten dressed and left the room early. So he said he went downstairs looking for her. He couldn't find her. He came back, and he woke his wife up to let his wife know that, she wasn't there. So they proceed to go look for the girl. They can't find her. The cruise ship is telling them not to worry. She's probably on the boat. We're not going to put it on speaker because it'll stop everybody else's cruise. Da da da, this and that, which was very very wrong. If someone's missing, if someone tell you that a family member is missing from a plane or from definitely a cruise ship with these many people, you should not be allowed to let anyone off that boat until everyone gets checked. Every bag gets checked, everything gets checked. Because guess what? Someone could have easily pushed that girl out of a suitcase straight past everyone. Okay, So this is my take from it, and I have not watched the entire thing. I have not watched the entire thing. They're thinking that the girl is being sex trafficked. That the guy that was on the boat that was with the band, that the last two girls that saw her with him, that saw them getting in the elevator, and then the guy proceeds to walk past them about 15 minutes later by himself. I think, personally, me, I'm not a detective. I didn't go to school for law. I didn't go any of that. I'm a nurse. There's a difference. She wasn't bleeding. I wasn't there, so it wasn't nothing for me to put a band-aid on. But I have an opinion. My opinion is that girl was drugged. She was drugged. I don't believe she fell off the boat. I don't believe off the ship. I don't believe she jumped off of the boat because some people say that they believe that she committed suicide. I do not believe that the girl committed suicide. I do not believe that the girl jumped off or fell off of the boat. I believe that that guy, along with some other people that's in it with him, conspired to take this girl because they said she was the life of the party. Everybody was paying her attention when she walked in the room. She got this special service, all of this type of stuff that then they have tapes and videos of the girl dancing with the guy over and over and over again. And the brother even said that this guy literally was on his sister like crazy. So now they're saying that the girl wanted to that someone sighted the girl in Barbados or either in Aruba, and she told someone, she was giving signals to someone that she was Amy. So they have all of these witnesses and everything else. I have yet to finish the series. If anyone has finished it yet, don't tell me what happens. Like I said, I have somewhat come to my own conclusion of it already, and my conclusion is the girl was taken off of the boat by the boys. She was drugged. She was taken off of the boat, and well, first let me go back. They said that the girl asked the boy, the band player, to take her off of the boat to find some drugs for her and her brother. They were trying to party, and the girl never came back on the boat. Well, for one, if that boat is docked, you can't get off of that boat a certain time. Now, you can walk that ship all night long, but you can't get off of that boat 2 o'clock in the morning, 3 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock in the morning, and just be walking back and forth. They'll lock the boat down. So, how did the girl get off the boat? Okay, for one, we all know that if anyone can get on and off of the boat, it can definitely be what? The band players, correct? Whom she was left seen with last. Whom is from this area, whom could have had someone very, very easily meet him with a suitcase with the girl in it, take the girl somewhere, get back on the boat, and act just like nothing ever happened. I don't trust people. I don't trust people. People are grimy, and you never know what a person's mind and stuff is up to. And especially, like I said, when it comes down to cruises and those type of things, you just never know. You never know. That's why I tell people when they go. And my daughter loves cruises. She just came off of one. She just came off of an 8 day cruise. This is my thing. Stay together. Never go anywhere by yourself. Never leave your drinks unattended. They think the girl was roofied. She was drugged because her brother said that she said that she wasn't feeling good once she got back to the room. He left the club, the disco, before she did, but she did come back into the room and said that she wasn't feeling good. She was going to stay on the balcony to get some fresh air for a little while because she didn't feel good. Back in the day, they had to where they could tell whenever you entered the room, but they couldn't tell you whenever you came out of the room. What? What does that mean? But back in the day, they had the only technology they had was enough for them to tell that whenever you enter the room, not whenever you exit a room. So they had whenever all both of them came into the room, but they can't tell whenever they left out of the room. Hey, everyone that's tuning in, I'm talking about this series that's on Netflix about the girl Amy Bamager or something. I'm Excuse me about her name. I know her name is Amy, but it happened in like '98. But now they have a series out on it on Netflix. So I'm wondering if anyone has seen it, and what is your take on it, and then what is your take on cruises? Do you feel safe on cruises? Because after watching that, I've always done my research on anything that I wanted to do, and no matter the length of the trip, I've always driven. I personally never have liked to fly or to get on boats, and I think it was because of loss of control. If I'm driving, I can control that. I can't control everybody else's movement and driving around me, but I can control my driving. But if I'm in an airplane or if I'm on a boat, I'm not driving that. Someone else is. So I just recently started flying within the last 2 years. Perfectly fine. Don't have no problem with it. Thought I was going to freak out. It was a breeze. I don't know what I was scared of the whole time, but I'm not afraid to fly anymore. A cruise is a different story, but I did tell myself that next year that I am planning on going on a cruise next year. But after starting to watch this documentary of the Amy girl that disappeared in '98, it has me kind of skeptical because even though I know that when we go, there's going to be at least 80 to 100 people going. So that's a lot of people. That's a good amount of people. I wouldn't be alone at any given time, even though it's probably what I would want to do, be alone and be by myself at some point. But with that many people and that many family members, then no, this was just a family of four. We're talking about a family of, like I said, between 80, 60 to 100 people. Yes, stuff can still happen. Yes, shit still happens. It happens all the damn time. It happens all the time anywhere that you go at. Anywhere that you go, you actually you actually need to actually consider where you're going and who you're going with, and if they're going to be able to protect you if something's going on or if something happening if something's going on. Because just think about it, you're hitting all of these docks and all of these islands, and just like the lady said that does the safety ambassador of like the boats and the cruise ships, once you get 15 to 20 miles out, once that boat leaves the port, you are literally in your own world. You're in your own world. It's like its own little country on the cruise. There's no police, there's no laws, there are laws, but the captain is the law. That's the way it works, correct? The captain is the law. So if the captain is driving the boat, how in the hell can he tell you what's going on underneath the boat or on all of these floors? So you're telling me one person over this whole cruise ship is over all of these people? This one person, the captain. Hey, baby, I'm not impressed. I'm not impressed at all because I literally thought that there was more to actually getting on a cruise ship and traveling with this amount of people and this amount of stuff that's going on, especially in the world nowadays. You just never know what's on a person's mind and what they're going through. And you have a lot of people that they have all this money to go on these cruises and do all this kind of stuff, and a lot of them are pervs. They go on there specifically for this reason, to hurt somebody or to try to get over on somebody or do something. Just because they have money, that doesn't mean, oh wow, they're going on another cruise this year, or they're going on another cruise this month, or they're on every cruise ship, every cruise. They're on every cruise. Some of them are pervs. Some of them are perverts. I'm not taking it back. I know what I said and I mean it. So Some of them are perps. So, with that being said, it'd be safe to say that you're still not safe. You're not safe even on the cruise ships. You're not. You're not safe. There's no way for you to be safe if one person, and that's the captain, is over the whole ship. For me to be comfortable, they have to put a couple of cops on there, a couple of dogs to make sure ain't no bombs, like all this kind of stuff. I'm gonna need all this security on this ship before I decide to go on there. But if you have a girls' night that I'm about to go to, I'm trying to time make it off. But I just wanted to come up here and see everyone's thoughts about this fun coastal waterways and all happens if society to background checks. Well, do they background check? Do they even do background checks? I don't even think they do background checks. I don't think they do. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Like I said, just food for thought. Like I said, if you haven't watched it, thank everybody for tuning in for this little bit of time that I have been up here. I've been here for 22 minutes. Like I said, I wanted to burn about 30. My niece is about ready. I'm getting her to go dog sit for me because my son may not want to act right. So, and I'm going to my girls' night tonight. I need it. I definitely need it. I need a girls' night. I need a girls' night. We're gonna go paint. We're gonna go sip some wine. We're gonna go chill out. It's hot. I don't want to be out in the heat. So, like I told them, we could do something on the inside. Thanks, Fred. I'll subscribe back, sweetheart. Thank you very much. How are you? But yeah, so I just wanted to go on and see if anyone actually watched the show that that's on Netflix. Please go look at it because it may change your perspective as far as going on a cruise. Because like I said, after watching it, and I'm only on the third episode, I'm I'm skeptical now about going on a cruise, and maybe all that'll change when it's time. But for right now, my mind is set to go. After watching this within the last 2 hours, kind of has me like maybe not. I don't know. Like I said, when I do get ready to go, there's gonna be at least 60 to 100 of us going, so that makes it a whole lot better. That makes it different. That's a huge difference. That means you're never alone. You just can't trust people nowadays. And when you go on these trips, cruises, flights, even if you're driving, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what it is. If you have family members, if you have family members that are with you, then just hold hands. Hold hands or go anywhere. Maybe that's why Apple come out, and I just went live yesterday about Apple. Everybody knows that Apple has me like literally turn off. Maybe that's why Apple came out with the AirTags. So get your AirTag. There's too much technology out here right now to where nobody should have no type of find me device. I know this happened in 98, and like I said, stuff is a whole lot more techy now, but there should be a reason why your kids, your kids have cell phones, if your kids have cell phones that you can't have Life 360 on it or Find My Phone or give them an Apple tag or any of that. There shouldn't be a reason now. Everything is AI now. Everything is techie. The internet has literally taken over a lot of stuff. And I remember it's crazy because I remember in 90, 98, 98. So when all of this happened, I was in Virginia then. When all of this happened, I lived in Virginia then. And I'm from North Carolina. And um what is whose name? But anyway, in '98, I was in Virginia then, and I remember my older sister has always been techy. She's always been up to date. She went to computer school. She did all that kind of stuff. And I remember when I used to come home to visit, and they'd say, like, "What you be up there? What are you doing?" I worked at IBM, so I worked at a computer place. I actually put computers and stuff together, and I would come home and say like nothing, up there doing this and that, or surfing the net, and everyone was like, "What is that? What I am? What is that? What are you doing? What do you mean?" I'm like, "The internet. You guys don't know what the internet is?" And everybody was like, "No, this is '98." And I'm like, "Okay," because I just found out what the internet was my damn self. Like I wasn't up on the internet like that, but I knew of hearing it from my sister. So it was a difference. It wasn't like I didn't know about it. I had heard about it, but I didn't know anything about it. Like we weren't on it in the country. No one was really on the internet. Everybody knows that the internet didn't really start booming until like 99, 98, 99, 2000. That's when everybody really started getting on the internet and being like, well, okay, we're on the internet, we're surfing the net, or we're doing this or we're doing that. Okay, well now it's 2025. There's so much more things that you can do now with the computers and with AI technology until it is just totally ridiculous. So there shouldn't be a reason on now why you should not be able to find your kids or know where your kids are at. So the message for today is watch your surroundings and watch whom you are with, because you never know who's watching you. You never know who's watching your kids. You never know who's looking. You just never know. And Fred, I don't know, you said, or what is his name? AI is good. They are really getting too real. They are really getting too real. Hey, let's talk about it. So, like I said, the message for today is very simple. Watch your damn youngins. Watch your damn kids. Watch your pocketbooks. Watch your step. Watch everything. And watch your damn mouth. It's just simple. But if you haven't gone on and watched the show, like I said, my sisters done put me on it and my nieces put me on it. And the TV show is real. Like this is real live coverage on everything that's going on. And it's very serious. So I'm getting messages and stuff that's coming through, so it's about time for me to go. I will come back and I will finish this conversation. Like I said, of the day, watch your surroundings, okay? Everybody have a great Friday. Switches.